let's discuss HBO's Season 1 Game of Thrones Part 2. Now, this is going to be my recap of Episode 5 all the way to the season finale, which is Episode 10. Now, this is a fantastic first season of a TV series. This Season 1 review of Game of Thrones is actually split up in two parts because I had to split up my review for Game of Thrones into two parts, Season 1 at least, because I can't review every episode again. That'll be long and won't be as entertaining. So, what I do is I divide up my reviews for each 10 episode season out of, basically what I do, I just put it out of, I either do 1, 2, 3 parts per season, and usually that sums up the season, and we can do reviews of the rest. But the reason why I'm going back and reviewing Game of Thrones is because I'm actually not caught up all the way to the Season 7 finale. I've only seen Season 1, the entire Season 1 of Game of Thrones. And what do I feel about Episode 5 to 10? Wow, what an incredible show. It gets better. It really, it does. It gets better. And also, what a twist. Seriously, what a twist in Episode 9. One of the biggest moments I feel like in Game of Thrones so far. Probably the biggest. I really did not expect Ned Stark to die right there. I really didn't. But let's go through Episode 5 to 10 in order. So, now, we have Episode 5, which is one of my favorite episodes of the season. We have a huge battle between these terrorists against Lady Stark and, Tyrion and all that kind of stuff. He's got this huge shield and all that. And we also have a lot of dialogue with the king as well. He basically says that we're going to kill Daenerys, and Ned Stark doesn't agree with that, so he doesn't serve the king anymore, and he leaves. So then as he's leaving, we see a huge battle between him and, Ned Stark and Jaime Lannister. Jaime Lannister is fighting to get his brother back, and they have a huge, sword fight. I love the music that they have, too, when they have the sword fight. So then, that's the end of the episode when one of Jaime Lannister's men stabs Ned through the foot with, or through the leg, with this pole or whatever, and he just goes down, and then Jaime Lannister kills him and then leaves, and basically demands that he brings back his brother Tyrion. So then we get Episode 6. Episode 6 deals a lot with Tyrion and him at this new place, and it's this lady who is in charge of everything, and she cares about her family a lot, and she's still breastfeeding this 4-year-old, 5-year-old looking kid. So that was a little weird, but Episode 6 was a really enjoyable episode for me, and especially the ending with the hot gold or whatever that they used to kill Daenerys' brother. That was a brutal scene, but I really thought that was a great way to end a pretty good episode of Game of Thrones. Then we have Episode 7. Episode 7, I love the cliffhanger. The cliffhanger is insane. When we get everybody that just turns against Ned, and everybody wants him dead, so to speak. Really starts to set up that death for his character. And man, was his death tragic in Episode 9. Yeah, that was, I honestly did not think that they were going to kill him. I thought, even at the last second when the guy was about to swing the sword, I thought something was about to happen that wouldn't kill him. But then when you just see him raise the sword, and they don't really show anything, but you just hear it, oh man, and you see Arya's face or whatever, his younger daughter, and she's just looking away, and oh man, it's so sad. It's really sad. Also, because he was one of my favorite. He was my favorite character. In Game of Thrones. And now that he's gone, I think that honestly my favorite character after him would probably have to be Jon Snow. I just really like what they're doing with Jon Snow right now. But we have, we have the setup for his death. Episode 8, we get a lot of Tyrion, a lot of that kind of stuff. more build up, and then episode 9 we get a awesome episode, not just because of his death at the end, but we get so many scenes with Tyrion, him almost dying, people attacking the Lannisters, and actually Lady Stark, which is the wife of Ned Stark, capturing Jaime Lannister. Wow, that was something right there. And then we see a lot of different development with Ned Stark's wife, which I really like her after this first season. I do like her character. And then we basically get the idea they're ready to kill everybody there. But then they find out that he's dead, and they find out that Ned Stark is dead, and that they were too late. And they are so mad, and then we see, you know, them just saying we're gonna kill every single Lannister there and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, really insane. But I mean, that death right there in episode 9, probably the biggest death of one of the probably one of the biggest deaths in TV history. Just to see it, just out of nowhere, you know. It's not brutal, but it's sad because they don't show anything, but it's sad. It's honestly sadder because you get, you know, everybody just seeing it happen, and you know, it's really, really tragic. It really is. And you get the build-up to Drogo's death. He starts becoming a little weak, and, you know, we get all the stuff in episode 9, which I thought was insane. I thought that was just insane when they kill the animals, and just Daenerys' story is pretty interesting, too. And then in episode 10, I really like it how she just gains control after Drogo dies and becomes really strong. And then we see her in the next morning at the end of the season. Best way to end the season is we see her lying there all burnt up, and we see all these dragons, and they finally came out of the egg, and they're on her, and it's like, that's like her weapon, you know? And we kind of get the reveal that they finally hatched. I really like that ending of this season, and it really gets me pumped for season 2. And I honestly really think that this season wrapped up well with the hatching of the eggs and all that kind of stuff. I really thought that was a great way to end it, to be honest. So, alright guys, make sure to write all those comments below. And what do you guys think about this season of Game of Thrones? Are you guys excited to see my review of Season 2? I have a really awesome Game of Thrones and Walking Dead video coming up later on today, so I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm sure you guys will. And alright guys, I will see you guys really soon. And please don't spoil anything for me, but yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Season 1, and hopefully it just keeps getting better, because I love Season 1 of Game of Thrones. And I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys later.